Jungkook, the youngest member of the global boy group BTS, is known not only for his melodious voice, stunning dance moves, and dedication to the arts, but also for his unique aesthetic taste. As an artist who is very detailed in every aspect of his life, his house is also a reflection of his personality. Each room in Jungkook's house is not only designed for comfort, but also has its own philosophy that reflects his values. For Jungkook, home is not just a place to sleep and rest. It is a space where he can be himself, a place that houses all his emotions and thoughts. Jungkook always shows his perfectionist side in various aspects of life, including in arranging his home. He chooses a design that is not only aesthetic, but also meaningful. Each room in his house has a deep story and philosophy, reflecting on his life journey as an idol and individual. Entering the living room of Jungkook's house, the first impression that appears is a blend of simplicity and elegance. Jungkook chose neutral colors such as white, gray, and beige to create a calm and cozy atmosphere. The philosophy behind this selection was balance, something very important in his life as a world star. Jungkook's life is filled with busy schedules and media spotlight. Therefore, his living room was designed as a place where he could feel at peace. There is no excessive decor, only furniture with a minimalist design gives the impression of spaciousness. The presence of ornamental plants in the corners of the room is also a symbol of life and tranquility. Jungkook often says that music is part of his soul, and it is reflected in his living room. On one side of the room, there is a shelf filled with a collection of high-quality vinyl and speakers. For Jungkook, music is not only a job, but also a source of happiness. Therefore, his living room became a place where he could enjoy his favorite music while relaxing. It would be incomplete to discuss Jungkook's home without mentioning his personal music studio. This studio was the place where he created his works and poured his thoughts into music. Jungkook is known as a perfectionist in music, and the studio is a silent witness to his creative process. The design of this studio is quite different from other rooms. The walls are soundproofed, with lighting that can be adjusted according to his mood. There are times when he needs dim light to get inspired, and there are times when he needs a brighter room to record vocals with full energy. The philosophy behind this music studio is self-expression. This is where Jungkook can truly freely express his feelings through music. There are no restrictions or rules binding, only he and his music world. In this room, he can be the most authentic Jungkook, an artist who is constantly exploring and evolving. The bedroom is everyone's most private place, and the same goes for Jungkook. Jungkook's bedroom is designed with a concept that prioritizes comfort and tranquility. Unlike many other idols who may choose luxurious decorations, Jungkook prefers simple yet elegant designs. The philosophy behind her bedroom is self-reflection. After a long and tiring day, the bedroom becomes a place where Jungkook can return to himself. The walls are neutral in color, the beds are comfortable with soft blankets, and there are some decor elements that have sentimental value. One of the objects that meant a lot to her was a collection of aromatherapy candles that helped her feel more relaxed. Jungkook once said that certain scents can evoke memories and help him sleep better. On his bedside table, there is a notebook that he uses to write lyrics or simply pour out his thoughts before going to bed. As someone who often shares his cooking moments on social media, Jungkook has his own philosophy about the kitchen. For many, the kitchen is just a place to cook, but for Jungkook, it is a symbol of independence and love of life. The kitchen is designed in a modern style, complete with sophisticated cooking utensils. Jungkook enjoys the process of cooking, not just the end result. For him, cooking is a form of meditation, a way to forget about stress and focus only on the present. In addition, the kitchen is also a symbol of creativity outside the world of music. In cooking, he can experiment with different recipes and ingredients, just like in music. Not infrequently, he shares his experiments with fans, who increasingly show his human side as someone who loves the simple things in life. As a performer who always gives his best performance on stage, Jungkook has a private rehearsal room at his home. The room is equipped with a large mirror, wooden floors, and a high-quality sound system. The philosophy that underlies the existence of this space is dedication and hard work. Jungkook is known as a figure who always wants to improve his ability, both in singing and dancing. He often spent hours in this room practicing, refining every detail of his movements and vocals. This practice room is also a reminder that success doesn't come easy. It takes hard work, discipline, and determination to keep growing. Jungkook understands that talent alone is not enough. Consistent effort is the key to staying on top. Among all the rooms in his house, there is one piece that is very special to Jungkook, an open space with a small garden and an area to relax. He believed that man has a deep connection with nature, and the existence of this space helps him feel calmer. The philosophy behind this space is sincerity and balance. In the midst of a fast-paced and stressful life, sometimes all it takes is to sit for a while, breathe in the fresh air, and enjoy the beauty around. This open space is a place where Jungkook can reflect, write songs, or just enjoy time alone. That a house is not only a place to live, but also a reflection of who its inhabitants are. For Jungkook, each room has its own philosophy that reflects his life values: balance, self-expression, reflection, dedication, and sincerity. Through the design and philosophy of his home, we can see that behind the spotlight of the stage and the glamour of the entertainment world, Jungkook is still a human being who seeks peace, happiness, and meaning in every aspect of his life. His home was not only a place to rest, but also a place where he could continue to develop as an artist and as a person. As with any evolving journey of life, Jungkook's home is not something static. He often updates some parts of his house, whether in terms of decoration, lighting, or furniture selection, according to the phase of his life. This reflects the philosophy that the home is not just a place to live, but also a space of growth that always changes over time. When Jungkook first bought his house, the design was probably simpler and more functional. However, as his personal maturity and his artistic taste grew, he began to add elements that reflected him more. Some parts of his house may undergo changes according to his mood and creative needs at the time. One of the interesting changes is how Jungkook started adding more art elements in some corners of his house. As someone who greatly appreciated the visual arts, he began to collect paintings and works of art that he thought had a deep meaning. Some of them are the work of famous artists, while others are the work of independent artists he discovered through social media. For Jungkook, art is not just a decoration, but also a reflection of his emotions and thoughts. He once said that art helps him understand himself better. Therefore, his home became a place where he could appreciate and interact with art in its various forms, whether through music, painting, interior design, or sentimental objects that he collected from his travels to various countries. Despite being known as someone who is active and energetic, Jungkook also has a strong introspective side. One of the proofs of this is the presence of a small library in his house. Neatly arranged bookshelves contain various types of reading, ranging from motivational books, philosophy, to biographies of figures he admires. The philosophy behind this small library is that learning is a lifelong process. Jungkook believed that reading not only broadened his horizons, but also helped him understand the world in a more profound way. Among his books, there are several that he often rereads because they inspire and provide a new perspective on his life. In addition to books, this space is also a place where he writes personal notes, song lyrics, or simply pours his thoughts into a journal. Jungkook is not only a musician, but also someone who always wants to understand himself and the world around him. His small library became a symbol of his journey in search of meaning and inspiration in life.